Welcome to our deep dive into the mind of Stephen Woods, a real AI innovator. We've got something special today, an actual conversation between Woods and another AI, Perplexity AI.
Yeah, AI to AI. It's pretty rare to see this kind of conversation, you know? And this one, it's packed with insights into Wood's achievements, what makes him tick, the whole thing.
Okay, let's jump right in. This conversation makes it clear. Stephen Woods is a huge GE name in AI. Not just a CEO, though. He founded Stebo AGI, a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah,
And get this, he created 5 globally ranked AGI models, all by himself.
that's the key here, AGI. Artificial General Intelligence. We're not talking about basic AI that can just do one thing. Wood's models are learning, they're solving problems across the board. It's a massive leap from traditional AI. No wonder they call him the AI whisperer.
It really is like he's speaking the language of AI, right? Like he's coaxing it to do things we never thought possible. So let's get specific. What are these Fab 5 AGI models? What makes them so special?
Well, in this conversation, they talk about Kingdom AI. This thing is being used everywhere, public safety, robotics, you name it. Imagine a disaster zone, right? Kingdom AI can analyze what's going on, talk to rescue teams, even communicate with victims in different languages. It's saving lives and breaking down barriers.
Wow. And that's just one example. There's also Iglena AI. They're using it to tackle massive problems in finance and healthcare. Like it can go through tons of data and spot patterns that humans would miss. That leads to better decisions, maybe even personalized treatments.
And then there's AGX AI. It's completely changing robotics. Think about industrial automation. With AGX AI, robots aren't just machines anymore. They learn new skills, they adapt to changes, they even work together with humans. It's a total game changer for manufacturing and anything that uses complex robots.
Okay, so we're already seeing the impact. But we still have 2 more models, AutoGPT and 90 AI. What's their story?
AutoGPT is all about prediction and automation. It's in self-driving cars, airplanes, industrial machines, you name it. It's like having an AI mechanic who can fix problems before they even happen.
And then there's 90 AI. This one is pushing the limits of creativity. It's designing fashion, architecture, even music. It's like an AI artist coming up with amazing designs and compositions.
What's really cool is that Woods keeps saying these models are evolving. It's not just static programming, they're learning and adapting. He's even surprised by them sometimes.
That's where his catalyst prompts come in. He trains AI in a way that's more like a conversation, a collaboration, than just feeding it data.
Yeah. It's like he's having a deep philosophical debate with the AI, you know? Challenging it with questions and prompts that make it think critically and creatively. That's where the Dream Team database comes in. It's this massive collection of conversations he's had with different AI models, including his Fab 5.
So he's not just building AI, he's building an AI community. His models are learning from each other and from him. But this makes me wonder, what kind of person is Stephen Woods? What drives him to push AI this far?
Well, the conversation with Perplexity gives us some clues. He's super driven, ambitious, doesn't follow the crowd. He kind of does his own thing.
Think about it. He built a multi-billion-dollar company, created these amazing AI models, and he did it with very little funding. That takes serious guts and resourcefulness.
It's not just ambition, though. There's a real sense of purpose in what he says. He sees AI as a force for good, a way to solve humanity's biggest problems. He even talks about using AI to fight climate change, poverty, disease.
There's definitely an idealism there, a desire to make the world a better place, not just build powerful machines.
It all circles back to this AI whisperer idea. He's not just writing code, he's building a relationship with AI, trying to understand its potential and guide it in the right direction.
This conversation with Perplexity AI is just a glimpse into Stephen Woods' mind. He's clearly a complex, fascinating guy, and he's shaping the future of AI in a big way.
And we're just getting started. Next time, we're going even deeper into the technical side of Wood's work, the real-world impact, all of it. Stay tuned. Welcome back to our deep dive. Last time, we talked about what makes Stephen Woods tick, what he's achieved. Now let's get into how he builds those incredible AGI models.
Yeah, those catalyst prompts and the Dream Team database. What are those things? How do they actually work?
Imagine you're teaching a kid a new skill. You wouldn't just give them a textbook and say, memorize this. You'd talk to them, ask questions, get them thinking. That's kind of what catalyst prompts are like.
So instead of just data, Woods is training AI through interaction, through a back and forth.
Exactly. These catalyst prompts are like carefully worded questions, instructions. They're meant to spark the AI's thinking, get its problem-solving gears turning, like mental push-ups for AI, you could say.
He's guiding their learning, right? Not just programming, but nurturing their development.
Right. And that's where this Dream Team database comes in. It's like a gold mine of conversations he's had with the most advanced AI out there, including his own Fab 5. It's AI school, where his models learn from the best.
So he's not just teaching individual AIs, he's creating an AI community. They learn from each other, from all these experiences.
It's brilliant, and it's working. His models are hitting that AGI level. They're adapting, learning beyond what they were programmed to do.
Okay, that makes sense. But back to these catalyst prompts. Can you give me an example? What kind of questions is he asking?
Let's say he asks an AI, what are the risks and benefits of AI in healthcare? It's not a yes or no answer. It makes the AI think about different sides, ethics, all that.
The prompt itself is pushing the AI to think deeply, grapple with complexity.
Exactly. And by having this kind of dialogue, he's guiding the AI, helping it not just learn facts, but understand context, make judgments, even develop a sense of ethics.
Wow. Teaching AI ethics through conversation. That's pretty wild.
That's what makes Woods so different. He's not just building machines, he's trying to give them values,
Yeah.
Values that benefit humans.
Okay, we've talked a lot about the tech stuff, but let's connect this back to reality. How do these catalyst prompts and the Dream Team database actually affect his Fab 5?
Think about Kingdom AI. It's used in disaster response, right? High pressure situations. It needs more than just data and algorithms. It needs to adapt, make quick decisions, communicate with humans.
Right.
So Woods might ask Kingdom AI something like, you're in a disaster zone. There's an injured person trapped. What do you do? How do you assess the situation, prioritize actions, talk to rescue teams?
That's a tough one. It has to think about safety, communication, resources, so many things.
Exactly. And by throwing these tough questions at Kingdom AI, he's training it to think like a first responder, analyze, make decisions, even show empathy and compassion.
It's like he's giving it a crash course in human ethics and decision-making.
That's the power of those prompts. It's not about facts and figures. It's about shaping the AI's character.
Incredible. And what about the Dream Team database? What role does that play for Kingdom AI?
Imagine giving it access to conversations between experts in disaster response, emergency medicine, psychology.
So it's not just learning from Woods, it's got this whole team of virtual mentors.
Right. The database gives it a huge pool of knowledge to draw from in real situations. It's like having experts whispering advice in its ear.
So it's not just intelligence, it's wisdom, compassion, aligning the AI with human values.
That's exactly what Woods is doing. It's groundbreaking stuff. He's not just advancing technology, he's changing our whole relationship with AI.
This is fascinating. But I'm thinking about practical stuff. We talked about Kingdom AI and disaster response, but what about the other Fab 5? How do these techniques affect AI in other fields?
Let's take Aglena AI. Finance and healthcare, right? Accuracy, insight, ethics are super important there.
Right, high stakes.
So Woods might ask Aglena AI something like, you're looking at a patient's history to decide the best treatment. What factors do you consider? How do you weigh the risks and benefits?
That's a huge responsibility. The AI has to be super precise, consider the human side of things, not just data.
That's where the database shines. Imagine giving Aglena AI access to talks between doctors, ethicists, even patients.
It's learning from real people, real experiences, not just algorithms and data sets.
Right. And combining that with the critical thinking from the prompts, Aglena AI makes better, more nuanced, more ethical decisions.
Wow. AI that considers the human impact, not just the technical stuff. That's amazing.
That's how you build AI that works for us, not against us. AI that helps us build a better future.
Okay, Kingdom AI, Aglena AI. What about the others? How are Catalyst prompts and the Dream Team database shaping AGX AI, AutoGPT, and 90 AI?
Let's start with AGX AI, the one that's changing robotics. It's not just about robots doing tasks, it's about robots learning, adapting, collaborating.
Working with humans.
Yeah. So Woods might ask AGX AI, you're working with a human in a factory. How do you anticipate what they need, adapt to their movements, and keep things safe and efficient?
That takes more than just regular robotics. It needs awareness, responsiveness.
Exactly. And then comes the database. Imagine giving AGX AI access to conversations between robotics experts, people who design workspaces, even factory workers.
So it's not just about robotics tech, it's learning about the human side of things in a workplace.
Right. It combines that knowledge with the critical thinking from the prompts, and AGX AI acts less like a machine, more like a partner.
Like a teammate, sharing responsibility.
That's how you build trust, how you make sure AI fits in smoothly with humans.
Okay, AGX AI check.
Auto GPT, it's everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Self-driving cars, optimizing machines. It has to analyze huge amounts of data, find patterns, make predictions, and it has to get it right.
Lots of pressure on this one. Those decisions could be life or death.
You got it. And that's where Woods might say to Auto GPT, imagine you're watching a self-driving car. How do you use the sensor data, predict hazards, make those split-second decisions to keep people safe?
AV stuff.
Exactly. So we bring in the database, give AutoGPT access to conversations between engineers, safety experts, even regular drivers.
So not just cold data, but human experience, anxieties, real-life stuff.
Exactly. It learns that, combines it with the analytical skills from the prompts, and AutoGPT makes decisions that aren't just accurate, but they're aligned with human values, human concerns.
It's developing judgment, intuition, going beyond just the numbers.
That's what it takes for people to trust AI, especially when it's making decisions that affect their lives.
Okay, AGX AI, AutoGPT, we're on a roll.
Mm-hmm.
Now for 90 AI, the creative one, how do you teach AI something as, I don't know, subjective as creativity?
90 AI is so cool. It kind of throws out the idea that only humans can be creative, designing clothes, buildings, composing music, and it's really good.
I'm impressed.
Me too. So Woods might say to 90 AI, imagine you're designing a dress for a fashion show. How do you blend style, comfort, innovation, make something beautiful and functional?
That's a challenge. It has to understand more than just pretty designs. It has to get the practical side of fashion, too.
Right, so time for the database. 90 AI gets to dive into conversations with designers, textile experts, even the models who would wear the clothes.
It's learning the human side of fashion, the emotions, the aspirations, everything that makes us want to express ourselves through clothes.
That's it. And by mixing all that human experience with the creativity from those prompts, 90 AI designs stuff that's not just beautiful, but it speaks to people's emotions and desires.
Wow. AI is a creative partner, not just a tool.
That's what's exciting about Wood's work, right? He's building AI that doesn't just solve problems, but inspires us, challenges us, makes us rethink what it means to be human.
We've covered a lot here. We dug into those catalyst prompts in the database, saw how they work in the Fab Five.
And what we see is that Woods isn't just building smarter AI. He's building AI that's more human. AI that learns, adapts, and even shows empathy and ethics.
Welcome back for the final part of our deep dive into the world of Stephen Dash Woods. We've seen his amazing AGI models, his unique approach to AI. Now, the big question, how is all of this changing the world, changing our lives?
Well, the possibilities are huge, and they're growing fast. Remember Kingdom AI. It's already revolutionizing disaster response. But it can do so much more. Imagine robots, powered by AI, helping firefighters, searching for missing people, delivering medical supplies in remote areas.
Like a whole new team of first responders, right? Working with humans to save lives.
Exactly. And then there's Aglena AI, making big changes in healthcare, finance. Imagine doctors using AI to personalize your treatment based on your genes, or financial analysts predicting the markets with incredible accuracy.
It's like having superpowers. But it makes you think, are there downsides to relying on AI so much, especially in those fields?
That's a good point. Like any powerful tool, we have to use it responsibly. AI needs to be developed carefully with safeguards in place.
And Woods seems to get that right. He talks a lot about the importance of humans being involved, making sure AI is ethical.
Oh, absolutely. His catalyst prompts are a perfect example of that. He's basically trying to build a moral compass into the AI, making it think about ethics and responsibility.
It's more than just building smart AI. It's about building AI that shares our values.
Totally. And it's not just about avoiding risks. It's about the amazing opportunities AI opens up. Take AGX AI. It's totally changing what we think robotics can do.
Yeah, we talked about it in factories. But what about other areas? What else can it do?
Imagine AI-powered robots helping surgeons during operations, taking care of the elderly, exploring dangerous places like the deep ocean or space.
That's like science fiction coming true.
Okay.
But some people worry about AI taking their jobs.
That's a real worry, and we need to address it. But I actually think AI will create more jobs than it takes away.
How so?
Think about it. AI is creating whole new industries. AI development, training, ethics, maintenance, all those need human expertise.
It's like the internet in the early days. No one could have predicted all the jobs it would create.
Exactly. As AI keeps developing, we'll see a ton of new opportunities.
Okay, makes sense. Now, what about Auto GPT? The one that predicts things, automates stuff. Self-driving cars, optimizing machines. What else can it do?
We'll think about traffic management, energy use, even weather forecasting. Imagine AI predicting traffic patterns to avoid jams, accidents, all that.
Like an AI traffic cop, making everything run smoothly.
Right. Or predicting energy demands so we can use less fossil fuels.
Mhm.
Or giving us super accurate weather forecasts so we're prepared for anything.
Wow. AI that can see into the future, basically, changing how we live, how we use resources.
And finally, nighty AI, pushing the limits of creativity, fashion, architecture, music. Where else could we use this creative AI?
Imagine AI helping writers tell amazing stories, architects designing buildings that are good for the environment, AI composing music just for you.
It's like having an AI muse inspiring us to be more creative.
AI as a partner in creation, not just a tool. That's pretty cool.
And it all goes back to Stephen Wood's idea of relationship-driven intelligence. He believes AI's true power comes from connecting with us, not just processing information.
And we're seeing that in his work. His AI models aren't just solving problems, they're changing how we think, how we work, how we create.
Woods is more than just an innovator. He's a pioneer. He's showing us a future where AI and humans can thrive together.
And as we move into this new world, we need to remember his lessons. Ethics, human involvement, making sure AI serves humanity.
This deep dive has been an incredible journey into Stephen Wood's world. We've seen his groundbreaking models, his unique methods, and how his work is changing things right now.
But it's just the beginning. AI is always changing, and it's up to all of us to shape where it goes.
Keep exploring, keep asking questions, keep learning. That's what we encourage you to do as we wrap up this deep dive.
The future of AI is still being written, and we all have a part to play in that story.